Hey everyone, it is Julie here with TipRanks. Today we're taking a look at 3 stocks being bought up by one billionaire hedge fund manager. So let's get into it. Alright guys, welcome back. Thank you all so much for being here and TGI Friday. Today we're taking a look at 3 stocks that one hedge fund is increasing their position in. That hedge fund is Generation Investment Management. And I came across them under top hedge fund managers. Instead of sorting by rank, I decided to look at assets under management for some of the larger hedge funds, and were narrowed in on Generation Investment Management. And they are managed by David Blood, who comes out with a nearly 5-star rating. He is a co-founder of the fund and has spent 18 years at Goldman Sachs previously as the CEO of their asset management. Another co-founder is former Vice President Al Gore. Generation Investment Management has more than $22 billion in assets under management, which is 86% more than other hedge fund managers. And over the last 3 years, their annualized return has been 22%. Now, when I looked at the hedge fund's largest positions, there were just 3 stocks that they had recently increased their position in. So today we're going to take a look at those 3 companies, how much they increased their holding by, what other hedge funds have been doing, and of course, how Wall Street analysts weigh in. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure you hit that thumbs up button and that you're subscribed to the channel as well. Now let's jump right into these 3 stocks. The first one being Equifax. They added to their position by 8.4%, bringing it up to $953 million. Equifax trades under the ticker EFX and is currently priced at $223 per share. Overall, in the past year, they are up 12% and have gained 22% in the last 6 months. However, in the last 3 months have cooled off about 9%. Equifax is known for collecting consumers' credit history and providing credit bureau reports, but they do also offer services for ID theft and fraud detection. They provide U.S. consumers and businesses with a wide range of solutions, helping them make critical decisions with greater confidence, from consumer credit monitoring and identity theft prevention to business risk information, commercial identity and fraud solutions, and financial marketing and analytical services. Now, in the last quarter, hedge funds did decrease their overall holdings in the stock, with overall holdings decreasing by 280,000 shares. We did see several hedge funds take new positions in the stock and several more adding to their existing positions, with the largest being David Blood. Equifax did share their Q1 earnings report a couple of weeks ago on April 17th, where they did come out with an earnings beat. For their Q1, they reported earnings per share of $1.50, beating expectations by 6 cents per share. The company was able to grow their revenue 7% to $1.389 billion despite a challenging mortgage market, and they did maintain their full year 2024 guidance. Of course, we had a handful of analysts reiterating their price targets following that earnings report, one of them coming from Needham. They said the company demonstrated robust first quarter results with revenues meeting expectations and earnings per share surpassing, thanks to strong performance in the mortgage sector that balanced out a weaker demand for talent solutions. They highlighted the attractive valuation of Equifax's stock following the pullback with a forward price-to-earnings multiple of around 25 times, which he considers favorable when compared to historic valuation levels. With 17 current analyst ratings, the Equifax stock is rated a strong buy based on 14 buys and 3 holds. And the average price target comes in at $278 for an upside potential of over 24%. Looking at our most recent ratings down below, a lot ranging from the mid-teens all the way up to the mid-20% upside, with a low-end price target at 8% upside and a high-end price target up above 41%. The second stock that David Blood increased their position in is Thermo Fisher. They added to their position in the stock, increasing their holding by over 7%, bringing the value to about $945 million. Thermo Fisher trades under the ticker TMO and is currently priced at $572 per share. Overall, in the past year, they are up 4% and did climb 26% in the last 6 months and up a few percent in the last 3. Thermo Fisher is in the medical technology industry. They produce and supply the multitude of products that research laboratories, especially medical research labs, need to conduct their work. Their own product lines include such items as chemicals and reagents, sampling and testing supplies, scientific instruments, and the software systems that run labs and lab equipment. They serve clients in many lines of work, including academic, medical researchers, government, and research universities. During the last quarter, we did see an increase in hedge funds holding the Thermo Fisher stock. with hedge funds increasing their holdings by nearly 739,000 shares. Taking a look down below, we can see once again several brand new positions in the stock, including a big one here for $621 million from Longview Partners. And if we look at some of the larger positions, there are several well above $1.3 billion. David Blood's coming in here at $945 million. Their Q1 earnings report came out on April 24th, where they did have a pretty comfortable earnings beat. They reported Q1 earnings per share of $5.11, coming in 40 cents ahead of analysts' expectations. They saw first quarter revenue at $10.34 billion. An analyst from HSBC reiterated their buy rating on the stock just a couple of days ago. They raised their price target, saying that leading indicators and management commentary are consistent and point towards a Q4 weighted recovery. The firm continues to believe that the life science tools market is set for a cyclical recovery and that Thermo is likely to return to a high single-digit organic growth path from 2025 onwards. And just like our first company there, they also have 17 analyst ratings, coming in as a strong buy with 14 buys and 3 holds. The average price target comes in at $623 for an upside potential of 9%. Looking at the most recent ratings down below, our low-end price target is from Bank of America here with an upside just shy of 5%, and our high-end price target is that recent rating from HSBC with an upside of 17%. And the third stock that Generation Investment Management increased their position in is Nutanix. Now, this was just a slight increase to their holding by 1.77%, bringing it up to $823 million. The stock trades under the ticker NTNX, currently priced just shy of $62 per share, and they've seen some solid growth this past year, up 156%, climbing just shy of 8% in the last 3 months. Nutanix is a tech firm in the cloud software world. They've worked to solve the unique challenges of cloud software and has developed a platform to bring together public cloud simplicity and agility with private cloud performance and security based on several sound pillars: unified management, one-click ops, and automated AI. The company has made hybrid multi-cloud operations both simple and cost-effective for users. Now with Nutanix, we have seen a notable decrease in hedge fund holdings, which isn't too surprising considering that big growth recently that they'd be locking in some profits. And in the last quarter, we saw hedge funds decrease their holdings by over 1 million shares. Looking down below, we still have quite a few companies taking new positions or adding to their existing positions, but if we look here, we do have several selling out as well. David Blood has the largest position here at $823 million, followed next by one at $243. Their Q3 earnings report will be coming up in a couple of weeks on May 22nd, and this does follow a big earnings beat back in February. For their third quarter, analysts are anticipating earnings per share of 17 cents, which is a notable increase over last year's. And this follows their Q2, where they reported earnings per share of 46 cents, well ahead of the 29 cents anticipated. The last quarter also saw 26% year-over-year growth for their annual recurring revenue, which came in at $1.74 billion. A 5-star analyst from Needham currently has a buy rating on the Nutanix stock. He noted their most recent quarter where they saw outperformance across all other guided metrics and that the competitive landscape is shifting in Nutanix's favor, particularly with Broadcom's acquisition of VMware, leading to competitive displacements and a trend towards Nutanix securing larger deals. Right now, the Nutanix stock has 13 current analyst ratings, coming in as a strong buy with 11 buys and 2 holds. Their average price target comes in at $69.25 for an upside potential of 11.8%. Our most recent rating came in a few weeks ago from Susquehanna with an upside of 21%, which is close to our high-end price target. It's actually this 22.7% from Piper Sandler, and our low-end price target is a hold here from back in February with a downside of 3%. So that is a quick look at 3 stocks being bought up by Generation Investment Management, all coming in with a strong buy consensus from Wall Street. Let me know your thoughts on these 3 companies in the comments down below and what hedge funds you like to follow along with as well. I always appreciate hearing from you guys. Please keep in mind these videos are never a suggestion to buy or sell any specific stock, just keeping you up to date with what Wall Street is up to, so please make sure you always stick to your own investment plan. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you back here next time.